We're up to bat first. Crystal, it's not coming up. There it is.
That's different. I turned that in before we had the RP and everything. I did that before. So I didn't have those extra converters. So for the ones in the left-hand side, I had to put it back in. We need to be probably sending it. No, it was like this. Take your time. No, I want it like this.
Lane time's changing to 120.
120? Okay. Thank you.
Check, check. Check, check. Mm-hmm. Well, welcome back, Jackrabbits fans. This is game 2 of the Caba State Tournament 13U AA Gold. Jackrabbits pulled off a win earlier this morning. So I think we've got everything set up. We can't seem to get our first base camera working, so we're going to try to work off the 3 that we've got. So apologize for that. At our first game this morning, we played against Wow Factor Rocky Mountain. Beat them 13-6. So we'll see what the Jackrabbits can do against the PPBA Vipers. So we'll just be calling them the Vipers today. So it looks like the coin toss got us the away position. So we'll be up to bat first, and we'll see if we can get our bats moving and get some runs on the board early in the game. So umps are still getting squared away, so we'll be back here in just a couple minutes. Hopefully some good Jackrabbits baseball. All right, looks like the umpires have called for balls in, so we're going to get rolling here pretty quick. So we got Keith on the mic, we got Crystal on the cameras. We're the substitute team as Mike and family are out of town for a couple days. Hope to see them back tomorrow. It's kind of like having a substitute teacher. Nobody knows what's going on and nobody's going to learn anything, but we're going to all get credit for being here and getting it done. So we should be working off the same lineup as we did in our previous game. So our first 3 batters will be Joe, Chris, and Jorge, followed by Aaron, Gianni, and Ricardo. Joe steps in, gives the ump a good fist bump. Good sportsmanship by both teams, so we'll see if we can get this thing rolling. First pitch, hit over to third baseman. Oh, and the first baseman does not come up with it, so Joe gets on a single. One pitch, one runner on. That's a good way to start. Chris steps in. Bunt sign. Pulls it back, comes in as a ball. Joe makes his way down to second. One-0 count, runner on second. Chris fouls that one off. Next pitch, Chris fouls that one off, and it looks like the first baseman is able to come up with it for our first out of the inning. Got Jorge up to the plate. We got Aaron on deck. First pitch, 59, fastball.
Let's go, 2-3. Jorge, you're down. Jorge, you're down. Yes, it is great.
Next pitch, Jorge fouls that one off. 54 on the gun.
One,
0-2
2, 3.
count. Jorge cranks that one. Second baseman does come up with it and gets him out at first. So we get another out, but we do advance the runner over to third. Looks like this is the same umpires that we had in our first game. Same guy behind the plate, same guy out in the field. Aaron steps in. Pops that one back. Catcher might, nope, it goes, catcher couldn't get to it, so foul ball. Swing and a miss for strike two. Next pitch outside for a ball. So 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third. Pitcher goes back to third, tries for the pick, doesn't get it. Joe comes in for a run. Excellent play, excellent base running by Joe. Got a nice strong lead off third and was able to beat out the turnaround. So nobody on base, 2 outs. Got a 1-2 count. Aaron swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's going to end the half inning. But we were able to plate 1. So we'll count that one as a win.
Let's go, defense.
So I'm not sure. We're guessing that Gianni is going to be on the pitcher's mound. Both Gianni and Jorge were warming up before the game, so I'm guessing we'll see both of them at some point. But yep, looks like Gianni is going to take the mound. And as you can see, they are still struggling with that pitcher's mound. Looks like they might be swapping it out here. That thing was really causing problems with the pitchers being able to push off. It kept lifting up, so hopefully this new pitcher's plate will work out a little bit better. So we'll run through the defensive lineup. So we got Gianni on the mound, Kieran behind the plate. Got Joe on first, Aaron on second. Looks like we got Ricardo at short and Jorge at third. We got Javon out in left, Jack in center, and Chris over in right field. So this is Gianni's first time back on the mound after his injury that had him out for a few games. Again, we're working with a really deep backstop, so it's going to be very critical that the catchers keep the ball in front of them, don't let it get past them, especially if there's runners on. It's almost a guaranteed extra base if that ball goes past. Same field that we played on last game, so it's an all-turf field, 350 in the corners. So we're assuming that it's 350 all the way around. That turf allows that ball to absolutely roll if it gets out there. So we saw several hits in the first game that allowed the ball to roll all the way out to the fence, and 350 feet's a long throw to get it back in for a play. So the first Viper steps in, ball high, 60 on the gun.
Go, Gianni. Go, Johnny, relax. Got it.
Next pitch, swing, foul tip. So 1-1 count.
Go, Gianni.
Ball outside.
Go, Gianni.
I'm guessing it's going to take Gianni a few batters to find his groove again, but we'll see if he comes in. There's a nice strike. 2-2 count.
Go, 1-9.
Ball low for full count.
Last catch, Gianni, right now.
Next pitch fouled out. Next pitch spiked into the ground for ball 4. Runner takes his base. 21 steps in for the Vipers. Got some extremely bright orange shoes on today.
Come on, Gianni.
Swing and a miss. 61 on the gun. 0-1 count. Runner's going. Throw down. Got it. The throw was in time. Excellent throw by Kieran.
Let's go, Jackrabbit!
Get back now, Johnny, and fire. Let's go.
Great play to get that runner out. We got a 1-1 count, 1 out. Fouls that one off.
Let's go, Gianni! Good job, Kieran.
Ball low, 67 on the gun. I'm guessing Gianni's getting warmed up now, so he's going to be throwing some heat here. 63 fouled off.
Let's go, Gianni!
2-2 count. Next pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. So there's 2 outs for us. Boys are going to throw it around the field.
Let's go, Jackrabbit!
Number 1 steps in for the Vipers.
I know. You can't even hear the buzz of
57 outside for ball 1. He pops that one up. No, it drops in between Jack and Chris in the outfield, so runner's going to take his base.
Let's go, guys, 2 down! Nice hustle!
So we got 15 for the Vipers stepping in, left-hander.
Ricardo, come back.
Gianni steps off, makes sure the runner knows that he's paying attention to him. Runner's going. Kieran's got the throw, but dropped a little before the bag, so it, again, playing off that turf, it always takes that funny bounce.
Let's go.
Ricardo wasn't able to come up with it, so the runner advances over to second base. Ball outside. 2-0 count, 2 down. Runner on second. Oh, there we go. Get the runner moved up here. Swing and a miss. Runner's going to third. We should be able to get him here. And we do. Excellent throw by Kieran. Great catch by Jorge. Plenty of time to get the runner tagged out. So that is out number 3 and ends the inning. So they weren't able to plate anything. Jackrabbits hold on to their 1-0 lead going into the top of the second inning. Beautiful day for baseball here in Brighton, Colorado. We've had some pretty stifling heat the last couple days. Today's a little bit cooler. I'm looking at my weather app. It's showing 83, but we've got a pretty heavy cloud cover that keeps the sun off us, so it feels a little bit cooler than 83 degrees as it does in Colorado when you're in the shade. Slight breeze, so hopefully we're expecting to get some more severe weather later this afternoon, so we're hoping we can get this game wrapped up and everybody can get their cars at home and in garages before hail or anything else comes in. So the first three batters we're going to see, we've got Gianni, Ricardo, and Isai, followed by Jack, Javon, and Jabril. So we were joking in the first game that this 350-foot fence was going to be pretty difficult to hit home runs, and Gianni popped that one up. Looks like it's going to drop right into the shallow infield, or outfield, excuse me. So Gianni gets on first for a single.
Gianni.
We were joking that we didn't think we were going to see any home runs today, and a player from the opposing team proved me wrong and absolutely crushed one out into left field over the fence. So it was a beautiful hit, so it can be done. Not sure if we're going to see many of those, but we know that it can be done. Gianni goes. Catcher didn't come up with it, so there was no throw. Makes it easily into second. So Ricardo with a 1-0 count. And throw back to second. Making sure that Gianni knows that they're watching him. Beautiful pitch come right over the plate for strike one, so 1-1 count. And pops that one straight up. It looks like the second baseman's going to probably come. Yep, and he does. Comes up with it for the out.
Go Isai.
16 Isai steps into the box. We only got one out, so this would be prime opportunity to get some guys around the bases, get a few more runs on the board early in the game. First pitch, ball one. Second pitch, high for ball two. It's ball inside. 55 on the gun. So 3-0 count. Probably going to be taking a pitch here. No need to swing if he doesn't have to. Pitcher goes back to second. Gianni hasn't been leading off too awful far, so I don't suspect he's going to get picked up. That's a ball in the turf. So Isai takes his free base. So runners on first and second. Jack stepping in. Jack pops that one straight up. Pitcher comes up with it for out number two. Coach reminding the bench that looks like everybody's dropping their shoulder, getting underneath the ball. That's why we're seeing these pop-ups. Javon steps in, pops that one up. First baseman comes up with it. So there's out number 3. So we weren't able to bring our 2 base runners around. No more points on the board for us this inning. Coach has got his hands on his hips, which is a sign of a little frustration, I'm guessing.
Hey, let's go!
So not a lot of energy on the Jackrabbit side getting out to the field. Everybody's just kind of wandering their way out to their positions. So I'm hoping that that turns around and we get a little pep in our step. Doesn't look like we've got any defensive changes at this point. Looks like we still got Gianni on the mound and Kieran behind the plate, and the rest of the crew is going to be the same for the bottom of the second. All right, so we got balls in coming down. Bottom of the second inning. Jackrabbits are leading 1-0. We got a left-hander for the Vipers stepping in. I think it's either pick up the number is either 16 or 15. So Johnny, 62, ball outside. Next pitch. Hit past the second baseman, so he's going to take his base at first for a single. Number 8 steps in for the Vipers. Got a big lead on first. We'll see if we get a throwback, and we do. Oh, and it gets by Joe, so runner's going to advance to second.
Come on, guys, let's go, Jackrabbits!
So this is not what we want to see early in the inning with no outs. loading the bases and getting guys in scoring position. Ball high. Swing and a miss.
Come on, Jackrabbit.
Nice inside fastball. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1-2 count. High and outside, 57.
Come on, Gianni.
2-2 count. Pops that one up. I don't think, yeah, it's going to be out of play. Kieran couldn't get to it. Fouls that one off. So we're still at a 2-2 count.
Come on, Gianni.
Hits that one shallow into left field. It is going to drop. Runner's going to get a single on that, and it is going to advance the other runner over to third. So runners on the corners.
Let's go, Jackrabbit.
I'm guessing we're going to see this runner at first. He's going to make a move to get over to second. See if Gianni gives him a throwback to let him know he's looking. He doesn't. Runner goes. Kieran does the fake pump down to second. Lets him go ahead and take his base. Don't want to risk that guy getting in on third.
Let's go, Jackrabbits. You got it.
Ball high.
Come on, Gianni. Good job, Kieran.
Inside. Batter backs out of the way.
Good job, 3. Let's go, Gianni.
So I believe we got a 3-0 count.
Come on now. Let's go. Right now. Let's go, kid.
There's a strike.
Do it again, Gianni. Let's go. Hold them, guys. Hold them. Let's go.
Right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball, and it gets past Kieran, but it bounces off that deep backstop, comes right back to him. So
Good job, kid.
all right, so I had the count off just a little bit. So we were at full count now. That first pitch, when the runner was going, I mistakenly put down as a ball. That was a strike, actually. So full count, and he watches it come in for strike number 3. So that's our first out of the inning. We still got 2 runners on at second and third. Number 3, a lefty for the Vipers, steps in.
Let's go, kid.
Throw back to third, and Jorge misses it, and the runner is going to easily walk in.
Come on, guys. guys,
So
let's
that
go.
plates the first run for the Vipers. So we got a tie ball game, 1-1.
We lost third too.
Shake it off. Get back to it. Let's go, 1-9.
So it looks like we have now lost first base and third base. So we're going to be working off. We're going to be working off 2. Ball outside. Kieran walks that runner back to third. Make sure he doesn't think he's going to steal. There, strike low and outside.
Let's go, Gianni.
We're going to see if we can adjust the camera, the second base camera, to pick up some of third base.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
All right, Gianni.
Swing and a miss. Kieran does. Oh! Kieran throws back to third, and Jorge couldn't come up with it.
Those 2 guys. Come on now.
Come on, guys.
So the runner advances, plates the second run of the inning.
All right, let's go. Come on, guys. Shake it off. We're moving on.
Those pickoff throws are going to kill us this game if we can't come up with them.
Come on, Papa, let's go.
Got to have good throws, got to have good catches, and it's.
Come on, Jackrabbits. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to get the scoreboard updated here. So that was the last strikeout on the last one. Got 1 ball, 1 strike on this guy. Swing and a miss. Number 18 wanted to swing and then didn't want to swing, and it followed through, so it counts as a strike. And he chases another one high and outside for strike number 3, so that ends the inning. So we go in the top of the third. Vipers lead 2-1. Both of those runs scored on errors, so hopefully we can get our defense going and get our throws and catches back in place and get our bats moving here so we can get some more runs on the board. So starting the lineup for the Jackrabbits, looks like we're going to have Jabrell, Kieran, and Isaiah. And that rolls the lineup over. Then we should see Joe, Chris, and Jorge. So number 1 returns to the mound for the Vipers. Jabrell steps in.
Let's go, 2.
Let's go, Jabrell. You got it, Jabrell. Let's go.
Over his head, 57 on the gun for ball 1.
Come on, Jabrell.
On 1. Mr. 2.
So again, this is the Caba State Tournament, 13U AA Gold. A little bit different format. We're playing Friday, Saturday instead of a typical Saturday, Sunday. Jabril pops that one up right behind the plate. Oh, the catcher had it, hit his glove, but it bounced out, so it foul ball. So 1-1 count.
Come on, Jabril.
Ball was low, swing and a miss for strike 2. So Jabril's a little behind with a 1-2 count.
Get back to work, kid. Let's go, number 2.
Jabril fouls that one off.
Come on, Jabril.
Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Come on, Kieran.
Let's go 3.
So 1 out for the Jackrabbits. Kieran steps in. Apparently not wearing the foot guard this time. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Come on, Kieran.
There you go.
Hits that one right down the third base line. Gets by third baseman. So Kieran gets on base with a single.
Nice.
Great to see him get a hit. He's struggled a little bit at the plate.
Let's go, Isaiah. 4-4.
Come on, Isaiah.
Got 44 Isaiah coming in.
Take that for a ride for us right now, huh, kid?
So we got 1 out, 1 runner on. Guessing we're going to see a steal from Kieran here, and he does. He goes.
Down.
It was a strike. Kieran makes it in there in plenty of time, so advances to second.
You see him? You see him?
Coaches are not afraid to be aggressive on the baseline or for the base runners. Any opportunity we have to take that extra base, we're going to do it. So that ball spiked into the ground, gets by the catcher. Kieran advances over to third. So we got a 1-1 count for Isaiah.
Come on, bring him in, Isaiah. Bring him in.
Ball high. Looked like that one was going to float in, but it stayed up there, so good call by the ump. And Isaiah cranks that one out to left field, so he's going to pick up a single. He's going to bring Kieran in.
Kieran.
So we got a tie ball game again, 2-2. Great to see that when it works out, when you get a hit and you're able to make it all the way around the bases and play to run. So we roll the lineup over. Got Joe stepping in, showing a bunt sign. Pitcher throws back to first for no play.
Let's go, Joe. Take one for a ride. 1-3.
Joe shows bunt again, pulls back. It is a strike. And Isaiah slides safely into second.
Come on, Joe.
Much better on first.
0-1 count. Next pitch. Ooh, outside corner for strike 2. So 0-2 count for Joe.
Let's go, Joe. Right here.
Outside corner again for strike 3. So that's 2 outs for the Jackrabbits.
Go, Christopher.
Chris steps in. We'll see if he can get his bat moving and get Isaiah around and get another plate or get another score on the board for us. Pitcher goes back to second. Like I said, they know that we're going to be aggressive on the bases, so they're going to keep the pressure on our runners. That one floats in for strike 1. Looks like Chris is kicking himself a little bit for not swinging at that one. And he pops that one up right back to the pitcher for 3rd out. So we leave another runner on base. But we were able to plate another run and tie the game 2-2. So as I mentioned, this is a Friday-Saturday tournament, and we don't know exactly what time we're playing tomorrow, as far as I know. So I'm sure that depends on how everybody finishes today up. We do have 1 win under our belt, so hopefully we'll be able to get a second win with this game. And not sure what the bracket looks like as far as what seed we're going to be or what time we're going to play, but getting ahead of ourselves. We gotta make it through this game first. So it looks like we got Gianni coming out for his 3rd inning on the mound. We got Isai behind the plate this time. So we'll see if the Jackrabbits ever make it out to their positions. We'll be able to tell you the other defensive changes. It looks like we do have Jabrell on first base.
Esau catching.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to have Chris at second base, Ricardo at short, Jorge remains at 3rd. Got Javon out in left, Jack still in center, and Isaiah out in right. So the first Viper steps into the box. Ball low and inside.
Tonyo, come here, man.
Come on,
Let me
Gianni.
talk to you real quick. Who's that pitcher? Right there. Who's the pitcher? Who's throwing the ball?
There you go.
Swing and a miss for strike 2, or strike 1, excuse me. 1-1 count. Number 28 for the Vipers in the box.
Oh, good one.
He watches that fastball come in for strike number 2.
I told you, what did I tell you? Heart of gold.
High floater for ball 2. 2-2 count. Not sure if Gianni was trying for a curveball there and it just didn't come out of his hand right. There's a fastball fouled off. That was 63 on the gun.
Let's go, Gianni.
Still got a 2-2 count. Next pitch, fouled back again. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So we get our first out.
We're done, boys. Let's go.
Do it again, kid.
Number 4 for the Vipers steps in.
There you go, Gianni.
So quick update on the weather. It looks like they pushed the rain up. They say it's now supposed to be starting at 3. So hopefully our game will be concluded by the time that ends. That one's spiked into the turf for ball 1. Next pitch, 59 outside corner for strike 1, so 1-1 count.
Let's go, Gianni. Nice.
57, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Come on, Gianni. Nice.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. So second strikeout for Gianni this inning. That's great to see. He's finding his groove now. Boys toss it around. Gianni's got a big smile on his face, so he's feeling good. See if that continues here. Left-hander for the Vipers steps in. He's got a number 7 on the back of his helmet. I'm not sure if that's his jersey number, but that's all I can see at the moment. Ball outside, 61. That one's popped just foul off the third base line. Jorge snags it. Bounced before he could get to it, so it's just a foul ball. So 1-1 count, 2 outs. Ball low.
Come on, Gianni.
Strike on the outside corner, 65 on the gun. So 2-2 count, 2 outs.
Nice.
Swing and a miss, 58.
Good job, guys.
3 strikeouts this inning for Gianni. So excellent pitching. He's definitely warmed up now and ready to go. So that gets us out of the third inning. Score is still 2-2. Looks like we got number 1 returning to the mound for the Vipers. So for the top of the 4th, we've got first 3 batters are going to be Jorge, Aaron, and Gianni, followed by Ricardo, Isai, and Jack. So Jorge steps in, ball one. Jorge cranks that one right over second base. So he's going to get a single on that one, bringing Aaron up to the bat, up to the plate. So I believe the game started right around 1:20, so we're almost an hour in. Got another 45 minutes. There's ball low. Jorge makes it over to second. Catcher couldn't quite come up with that. Strike on the outside corner, so 1-1 count. Jorge's taking an aggressive lead off second. He's not afraid to flirt with disaster when he's on the bases. So ball high for 2-1 count. Aaron fouls that one out. Aaron cranks that one out into left field, and it drifts foul. So he'll come back to try again. I've got a pretty steady breeze coming in from right field into home plate. So any ball that's hit up in the air, we are going to get some drift now. We got a full count on Aaron. And swing and a miss. And Jorge, not afraid to scramble, makes it over to third. It gets past the third baseman, and he's safe at home. Excellent. So Jorge, with, again, some aggressive base running, makes it from second to home. Gets another point on the scoreboard for us. Got Gianni stepping in. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Now first, Bubba. Now first. Get late.
Nice.
Jorge pops that one up into left center, and it looks like the center fielder came down with it for out number 2. Gianni gone, and we'll get Ricardo stepping in. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch bounced before it hit the plate, it looked like, so ball 1. Outside corner again for strike 1. So 1-1 count.
There you go.
Ricardo makes contact with that one. Hits it to the shortstop, but he cannot come up with it. So Ricardo reaches first on a single. That brings up Isai. Ricardo goes. Gets picked off sliding into second. So that ends the inning. Eastside did not finish his bat, so we'll see him up at the top of the fifth inning. So we go into the bottom of the fourth. Jack's up 3-2. We've still got about, I'm guessing, 40-45 minutes worth of ball left. So we're going to probably see at least another inning or two. I'll be back here in just a minute after the Jackrabbits take the field.
Go, Jackrabbits!
Okay, so we're going into the bottom of the fourth inning. Looks like we do have some defensive changes. As predicted, we've got Jorge coming in to pitch, so I'm going to get the scoreboard changed over. All right, so we got Jorge on the mound. We still have Eastside behind the plate. Looks like we still have Joe on first. We've got Aaron on second base, Ricardo at short, and Gianni back in his home position at third. So out in the outfield, it looks like we've got Javon in left, Jack in center, and Isaiah out in right field. Ball's in coming down, so we're going to get rolling here for the Vipers' chance at the plate. Again, special shout out to Crystal for helping out with the cameras. Looks like she did report that we did get third base back, but we're still down first base. So apologize for that, but you get what you get. So 17 steps in for the Vipers. Ball low for a 1-0 count. Like most pitchers, I'm guessing it's going to take a couple batters for Jorge to find his groove. 17 pops that one up, but it drifts out of the fence on the third base line. Gianni probably could have been there, but again, with this breeze that we've got, any ball that's hit high like that, we're going to see some drift. Ball outside for ball two. Oh, ball inside, hit by pitch. Hate to see that. I didn't catch the speed on the pitch, but with Jorge pitching, any of those balls is going to hurt. So looks like the batter's okay. He's wrapping his sliding mitt on, getting ready to go. So we got a runner on first, no outs. Pops the first pitch foul.
All right, let's go, Jorge. Come on, bud.
Jorge goes back to first. Oh, that was very, very close.
Come on, Jackrabbit.
Kind of caught the runner off guard there. So he was definitely diving to get back to first, and it was pretty close. And the runner's going. Isai fumbled a little bit on the ball, so no throw down to second. So runner moves over to second. Got a 1-1 count. Jorge steps off, fakes a throw back to second. Pitch, hard hit, pass to shortstop, out to the left fielder. The runner from second is going to make it all the way around and score, but we did hold the runner on first. So we're back to a tie ball game again, 3-3. It was a well-hit ball.
Come on, Jackrabbits.
So next Viper steps in. Throw back to first again. Joe couldn't come up with it, so the runner's going to advance to second. Jorge's kicking himself a little bit. I think he knows that he threw that ball a little bit low and bouncing off the turf. It's a difficult play for the first baseman to come up with. But again, we're letting them advance on the bases on errors.
Go, Jorge. Come on, Jorge.
First pitch, ball inside. So 1-0 count, no outs. Got a runner on second.
Jackrabbits. Come on, defense.
Ground ball over to Gianni at third. He is not going to make the play at first. Throw was not in time. That advances a runner from second over to third. So we got runners on the corners. I say we, I mean the Vipers. The Vipers have runners on the corners.
Let's go, Jackrabbits. Heads up.
No outs. Number 15 for the Vipers steps in. I'm guessing we're going to see this. The first base runner make his move to second, and he does, and it's popped, foul. So 0-1 count on number 15. Runner makes his way back to first, so we got a runners on the corners again. Runner goes. Again, it's fouled off, so the runner's going to make another trek back and forth. And we're laughing because there's a big tumbleweed that is blowing across the outfield right now. And that ball bounces in for ball one, but the runner advances over to second. We are able to hold the guy at third. Javon is politely nudging that tumbleweed out of his play space out in left field. You don't see that every day. Clouds are getting a little angry at us here, so starting to hear some rumbling. Hard hit ball, pass to shortstop. That's going to score 2 for the Vipers. So the batter picks up a single, scored 2 runs, so we are now 5-3. Vipers have taken the lead again. Coach comes out to have a little chat with the infield. Coach gave a stern pep talk to the infield. So we'll see if that changes our defense around a little bit. So we are bottom of the fourth. It's 5-3. Vipers are up by 2. Got no outs. Got a runner at first. So number 8 for the Vipers steps in. First pitch is popped up. Foul ball on the left-hand side.
Let's go, Jackrabbits! Come on, guys, let's go, defense!
Next pitch popped up right to the second base. We weren't able to make the catch, but we were able to make the force out at second.
Right, guys, one down, let's go!
So we got one out. Still got a runner at first. Next Vipers batter steps in. Throw back to first. No play. Another throw back to first. No play again.
Let's go, Jorge.
So Jorge's keeping the pressure on the runners. He doesn't want anybody advancing any further. But the runner goes. It's a ground ball. Ricardo picks it up, gets him thrown out at first.
All right, 2 down, let's go.
But the runner does advance to second. So we got 2 outs. We got a runner on second. Left-hander for the Vipers, and Jorge throws back to second. Almost picked the guy off. I don't think he was expecting that, but that's Jorge's style. He will catch you off guard when you're not looking. Good heads-up ball by him. First pitch, strike on the outside corner.
Just like that, Jorge.
Come on, guys, 2 down, 2 down!
Next pitch, runner's going, but the batter does foul tick that one, so we've got strike 2.
One more, Jorge, let's go.
I don't know if they're missing a sign that they're letting the batter swing at the same time you got a runner trying to steal, or another foul tick.
Let's go, Jorge!
Of course, we do have 2 outs, so that runner is going to go regardless. Next pitch, foul tick again. Looks like it caught Esai right on the chest. Coach Hunter comes out to make sure he's okay, catch his breath a little bit. All right, Esai's looks like he's in good shape. So we got an 0-2 count, 2 outs. We got a runner on second. Next pitch is ball, and it gets past Esai. So the runner's going to advance over to third. So now we got a 1-2 count. 2 outs, got a runner on third. He comes up for the pitch. Ball outside.
Good job, Isai.
Great stop by Isai. Next pitch, cranked right past the shortstop. So that is going to plate another run for the Vipers. So now it's 6-3 Vipers.
Come on, Jackrabbit!
2 outs, runner on first. So looking at the time, we might only have enough ball for one more time at bat. So we're going to have to score some runs to pull this win off. First pitch, strike 57.
Just like that, Jorge.
Number 18 for the Vipers is in the box. Runner's going. There's a ball high. It's a great throw, but a little bit behind. So the runner advances over to second.
Let's go, Jackrabbit!
So we're definitely seeing some aggressive base running by both teams. 1-1 count. That one hits before the plate for ball 2. Gets past Isai and advances that runner over to third. Again, we got another guy in scoring position. 2 outs. 2-1 count. Ball inside.
Good job, Isai.
One count. Next pitch. Low for ball 4, so the runner's going to take his base. So we got runners on the corners again. 2 outs. I'm guessing we're going to see this guy advance to second here shortly. Next Viper steps into the box. Pops it straight back for foul ball. Strike 1. Jorge steps off, makes sure that first guy on first knows he's watching him.
Let's go, Jorge! Settle down! Settle down, you all right?
Ump is getting set.
That's not yours.
Jorge steps off. That was a ball high, but the runner does go, and they get him at second on the throw out. So that ends the inning. But the Vipers definitely put some damage on us there, so we're going into the top of the 5th. We got a 3-point deficit, and looking at the time, this might be our last chance at bat, so we have got to get something happening. Coach has got all the players outside the dugout, giving them a quick chat. guessing they're given the strategy of we have got to get our bats running and get some more runs across so we can hopefully pull this win out. So again, Esai did not get to finish his bat on the last inning. So our first three batters, we're going to see Esai, Jack, and Javon, followed by Jabril, Kieran, and Isaiah. So Crystal and I were just chatting. We're trying to look at the clock. We think we have about 25 minutes of play left. So depending on how fast the inning goes, I'm guessing this could be our last chance at bat. If it goes quick, we could have two, but regardless, we got to get 3 to tie and 4 to win if we want to stick with this.
Esai.
So Esai steps in to get us started here, top of the 5th inning. Swing and a miss, 57 fastball. Ooh, Esai ducks out of the way, so 1-1 count. Pitcher is not wasting any time getting set, and Esai hits that to the shortstop. It looks like he's going to be able to make the play on that. It's probably about 2 steps behind that getting over, but shortstop made a clean grab on that ball and was able to get it over to first in time. So we got 1 out.
Let's go, Jack.
Jack steps into the box.
Come on, Jack.
Ball high. Another ball high. It's a 2-0 count.
Be patient, Jack.
Jack showing some good discipline, laying off those high balls.
All right, be patient, Jack. You got it.
Oh, generously gave us a ball low on that one, so we had a 3-0 count. Jack takes the strike. 3-0 count. Not uncommon for Jackrabbits to not be swinging. That's the golden rule. So we got a 3-1 count. Next pitch, swing and a miss.
Come on, Jack. You got it.
57 on the gun.
Relax in there, Jack. Let's go.
Deep breath, Jack. Let's go.
So the pitcher's not wasting any time on the mound. He is, as soon as he gets the ball back, he's getting set, ready to fire. Full count. Ball outside. Ball 4. Jack takes his base.
All right, Jay.
So that gets 1 potential run on the field. Javon steps in.
Focus, bud.
Still only 1 out. Throw back to first. Not in time.
Let's go, 99. You got it.
Next pitch, Javon pops that one straight up, but the catcher could not come up with it. That literally hit.
Oh, get down, get down, get down.
That was a foul ball, so runner needs to go back. So that pop up literally landed back into the batter's box. And again, those are tough ones for the catcher to come up with, trying to figure out exactly where the ball at. Jack had got a little aggressive and was trying to scamper over to second base, but being a foul ball, he got called back. So we got a 0-2 count for Javon, and he cranks that one out into it's a foul ball out into left field. So that ball actually hit the fence and bounced back into the left field. So they're getting that ball gathered up and retrieved back to the pitcher. So we got Jack on first, Javon at the plate. Ball inside.
All right, Javon, be smart. Got it, bud.
And ump calls a balk. And I think that that fast pitching caught the pitcher. He didn't come set, and ump was watching, and he called it. So Jack advances over to second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And Javon whips that one right down the third base line. And Jack is going to go all the way home. So, excellent hit by Javon right down the third base line. There was no play on it. He gets a single out of it and an RBI. Move Jack from second all the way to home. So we get a 6-4 game now. We're not done yet. We need to get a few more across the plate here. Jabrell steps in. He's showing bunt, which means we're going to steal. And that happens. And they get Javon. They read that play. They knew the steal was coming, even though Javon is extremely fast. They were able to pick him off at sliding into second. So that loses our running potential, puts 2 outs on the board for us. Jabrell with a swing and a miss. So we got a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Ball outside.
Be patient, bud.
What the umpire was squaring away with the other coach, but anyway, we're back at it. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2 count, 2 outs. This is now or never if we're gonna get any more runs on the board. Jabrell ducks out of the way for ball 3, so we get a full count.
All right, relax,
So
relax.
this is our last opportunity right here. Jabrell stays alive, fouls it back. I'm sure Jabrell is feeling the pressure of this. And he cranks it out into left field, and it goes over the left fielder's head. Man, it rolled all the way out to the fence as expected, and Jabrell is going all the way to third. Stand-up triple for Jabrell. Excellent, excellent hit. That was definitely a crunch play for us, and we needed to get that hit, and Jabrell pulled it off for us. So excellent hit. Great to see him hitting the ball. So we got a runner on third. Kieran up to bat, 2 outs.
Come on, Kieran.
Ooh, Kieran wanted to swing at that one, but it was ball inside. Glad he held off on that.
Okay. Now you
Strike
see,
on the
buddy, now you
outside
see.
corner, no swing.
Let's go, 3.
All right, so Kieran's got his legs spread out like he's doing the 2-strike approach. So, and he hits it right to the shortstop, and they get him over at first. So that ends the inning. We're unable to plate any more runs on that, but we end the top of the 5th. Score is 6-4 Vipers. So we're down by 2. So Crystal, what do we think we got left? We got, what, maybe 15 minutes left? I think that's, yeah. So we're thinking we've got at most 15 minutes of play left. So if we can crank these 3 outs, first 3 batters, 3 up, 3 down, and we can get back up to the plate, we might be able to take this thing into 6 innings. And so there might be another chance that we could score a few more runs. So it looks like we do have a pitcher change. So we've got Chris coming back out for his second appearance today. So I'm guessing we've got some more infield changes. Looks like we still have Joe at first. I'm not sure who we've got at second base yet. Looks like, yeah, we'll have Ricardo at second, Jorge at short, and Gianni back on third. Still got Javon out in left.
What inning are we in, Dan?
This is bottom of 5.
Come on, guys.
Oh, just clarifying what inning we're in. Got Jack out in center and Isaiah out in right. So it looks like we're getting Kieran behind the plate for Chris's battery
Go,
mate.
Jack, grab it.
So first Viper steps into the box. Ball high.
Let's go, Chris.
So we might be getting lucky with the weather here. It's a little threatening, but it looks like it has kind of broken up a little bit. So it's still overcast, but wind has picked up a little bit, but we haven't gotten any rain yet. So that's a good thing. So we got 1 ball, 1 strike.
One more, Chris. Let's go.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. So we got a 1-2 count. Ball bounces in for ball 2. Next pitch, 59, but again, I think it bounced before it got to the plate. So we got a full count. Vipers 28 fouls that one back, so we're still at a full count.
Let's go, Chris.
And ball high for ball 4, so the runner's going to take the base. So no outs, but that does open up the opportunity for a double play if it's a ground ball and hit in.
Let's go, Chris.
So the next Viper steps in, ball low.
Good job, Kieran.
Kieran comes up with it, doesn't let it get back to this huge backstop, so runner stays at first. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 56 on the gun. So 1-1 count. Ball high.
Let's go, Chris.
Next pitch. Fouled off for strike 2.
Come on, Chris.
Next pitch, ball high, 57 on the gun. Oh, strike on the outside corner. Might have been a little bit generous, but we'll take it for first out of the inning.
Let's go, Jackrabbit.
I believe this is number 5 for the Vipers.
7.
7. Steps in, swing and a miss for strike 1. Got a piece of trash blowing across the field. Kieran's going to go gather that up, get that off. A little bit blustery here, so we're picking up some debris outside the field that's coming across. But so we're back in 0-1 count. Strike on the inside corner. Beautiful pitch, Chris.
Let's go, Chris.
No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first has not made an attempt to go to second. Ooh, and that was a ball low. Esai couldn't come, or Kieran couldn't come up with it, and runner takes that opportunity to move over to second. That one's hit right over to Ricardo, or Jorge at shortstop. Gets the play over at first. Holds the runner at second base, so we got 2 outs.
Hold her, boys.
They got a runner on second. Number 17 for the Vipers steps in. We've only got a few minutes of play left, so we have got to get this out quick. Ball outside. Saying we gotta end this inning quickly, so we have another chance to get up to the plate, or this ball game's going to be over. Fouls that one out of play.
Let's go, Chris. Come on, Chris. Finish your bud. Let's go. Let's go.
So 1-1 count, 2 outs. Chris spikes that one in for ball 2.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
Coach telling them don't dawdle out there. We gotta keep this thing moving if we want to get up to bat again. And Chris rushed that one for ball 3. So 3-1 count. Fouls that one off for strike 2. So we get a full count.
All right, Chris. Best pitch, bud. Let's go, 9.
So let's hopefully Chris doesn't make the same mistake. Oh, and that one is cranked out to the outfield. Javon does not come up with it. So the runner from second is going to make it all the way in. That's going to plate run number 7 for the Vipers. Well, it was hard to see out there. It almost looked like Javon was able to slide underneath that ball and get it, but he did not. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Kieran's throw to second was high, got out in the outfield, so the runner's going to make it all the way over to third.
Shake it off, Kieran. Shake it off.
Yeah, this is tough because they're trying to play quickly, and when they play quickly, that adds to mistakes. So next one fouled off. So I am just waiting for the ump to call time.
2 down, boys. Let's go.
Or call time has expired. And there is strike 3. That does end the inning. Left a runner on third, but they were able to plate another one. So we are 7-4 Vipers right now. So we've got our work to do going into this top of the 6th inning. This is going to be the last half inning. If we don't get 3 or more runs in, we're going to mark up a loss for this game. So it's now or never. We got to make this happen. So just catching up on the text messages coming in. So it does look like everybody is going to play tomorrow. The first and second place teams will play at 9 a.m. and 11. And then 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th will be playing at 1 o'clock. So
Let's go, Isaiah.
not sure pending the outcome of this game where we're going to land, but we're either going to be at
Go, rally time.
9 a.m. or 1 p.m. So Isaiah steps in for our first batter of this inning. Ball high. So after Isaiah, we're going to roll the lineup over to Joe, Chris, and Jorge. Ball outside, 2-0 count.
Come on, Isaiah.
Isaiah cranked that one, but it looks like it is going to drift foul. That wasn't far off the line. If that would have stayed in, that would have probably been a triple.
Straighten it out, Isaiah. Straighten it out.
So that brings Isaiah back to the plate. 2-1 count. No sense in rushing the play right now because time is over and this is our last opportunity. So ball high, so 3-1.
Right. Be patient, Isaiah. Be patient.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. So we get a full count.
Go, Isaiah.
Oh, and Isaiah cranked a hard line drive over second base. easily going to make it into first. So we got a single. So we got a runner on. Let's see if we can bring him around. It's the top of the lineup for us. So we got Joe stepping in.
Hey, Joe, let's go. What do you say?
Oh, Joe laid down a bunt, but it does drift foul. Boy, had that stayed in, that would have been, that was a beautiful bunt, but just drifted outside the line.
Let's go, Joe.
So he has got a healthy lead. Throwback to first isn't in time. So good heads up ball by Isaiah. He's paying attention. I know he wants to get to second. And he's going. Oh, Joe bunted again and fouled again.
All right, come on, Joe.
So now we got an 0-2 count. Guessing we're not going to see any more bunts, because if you get a third bunt foul, that's an automatic out. And he cranks that one. Excellent hit right in between the first and second baseman. That gets Joe to first, and Isaiah scampers all the way over to third. So we got runners on the corners.
Let's go, Chris.
No outs, so that's 2 on base.
Base hit, Chris.
Chris could be the tying run if we can get him around. Oh, he pulled the bunt back. The ball bounces before it hit the plate. Catcher couldn't come up with it, so that advances Joe over to second base. So we got runners at second and third. I believe we got a 1-0 count. And Chris cranks that one out to the left fielder, but he does come up with it. Isaiah tags up and does make it in, and Joe does make it over to third. So we get another run in.
Joe, let's go, let's go.
But that does put an out on the board for us. So we get a 5-7 game.
Let's go, Jorge.
Got a runner on third. Jorge up to the plate.
Let's go, 2-3.
I believe ump just called that time has expired, so Jorge hits that one right down the third base line, but it is foul.
Come on, Jorge.
Next pitch, fouled off again for strike 2. Oh, calling for more baseballs. These foul balls are tough on him.
All right, Jorge.
There we
you
got
got
one
it.
coming in for play. Jorge cranks that one out into center field. It's over the center fielders. So that is going to score Joe. Jorge's going all the way to third. And he's going trying for home, and he's going to make it. He made it. That is the third in the field home run. And you knew Jorge could do it because he's so aggressive on the bases.
Come on, Jorge, way to pull through.
So folks, we got a tie ball game.
Right, Aaron, keep it up.
Aaron's up to the plate. We only got one out, so we got time. We got time to get one more run in. Well, you know that's got to be a heartbreak for the Vipers to see runs come in this late, but they are the home team, so they do have another chance at bat. So game's definitely not over yet.
Let's go, boys!
So it looks like we do have a pitcher change for the Vipers. Number 24 steps in. So we're going to have a minute or two here while he gets warmed up. So as I was talking about, that was the third in the park home run we've seen today. I know we had 2 of those in the first game and 1 in this game, and that is a combination of playing on a turf field with a deep fence. If you just keep running, I think it's tough for them to get the ball back in and caught up to where the play is at.
Let's go, Aaron.
I think the pitcher's ready to go. Aaron steps in. It's a 7-7 game, 1 out. Top of the 6th. Ball bounces in for ball 1.
Go 1-5.
Aaron pops the grounder. Shortstop does come up with it and does throw him out at first.
Let's go, Gianni.
So that's 2 outs.
2 down, let's go, Gianni.
So we got Gianni up to bat, Ricardo on deck. Ball outside. Another ball outside. 50 on the gun. So 2-0 count. Ball low. So we got a 3-0 count. Let's see if Gianni holds true and takes on this one. Yeah, no, he's going to take ball 4 and take his base. So that gets our winning run on the bases. Well, I shouldn't say winning run, but at least get us back in the lead again.
Let's go, Ricardo.
Ricardo steps in. Ball inside.
Let's go, 2-2.
Ooh. Strike 1, no swing.
Come on, Ricardo.
So 1-1 count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Ball high and inside.
Let's go, Ricardo.
Coach calling for the 2-strike approach, and he cranks it out to the center fielder, but he comes up with it for the 3rd out. So we got a tie ball. We got a tie ball game, 7-7. Vipers got one more chance, so we're not going to be able to pull out a win, but pulling out a tie would be better than a loss. So we'll take that. But we got to get 3 outs down first. So it looks like we've got another pitcher change. It looks like we got Jack coming out to finish us off. Jack has been our saving pitcher for a couple games now, so we'll see if he's fired up and ready to go and can get us out of this inning without letting any more runs score. Looks like we're going to have Kieran behind the plate. So it doesn't look like our infield has changed any. We still got Joe at first, Ricardo at second, Jorge at short, and Gianni at third. Looks like we do have Chris out in left field, and Javon in center, and Isaiah out in right. So ball's in coming down, so we'll get the first batter up here shortly.
All right, Jackrabbits, let's hold up. Come on, defense.
So number 1 with the Vipers steps in for our first batter. Number 1 was the pitcher earlier in the game. Ball outside.
Come on, Jack.
Ball low and inside. So 2-0 count. Another ball inside.
Come on, Jack.
So we got a 3-0 count. Jack is needs to slow down just a little bit. He is rapid firing these pitches in, and there it is.
Do it again, Jack.
Gets his first strike, so we got a 3-1 count now. Batter's going to be definitely swinging on this one. Inside, swing and a miss for strike 2, so we got a full count.
All right, let's pitch, Jack.
Ball low for ball 4, so number 1's going to take he's going to take his base, and he absolutely sprinted down to first base. He's looking for any opportunity to get to second, so I would expect we are going to see a steal here on the first pitch or two.
Come on, Jack. Let's go defense. Come on, guys.
And the next Vipers batter steps in. So Jack, being a left-handed pitcher, he can definitely keep an eye on that first baseman. And that one is popped out into left field, but it does fall short of Chris, so he's not able to come up with it. So he makes it to first and advances the runner over to second. So Vipers have runners on first and second.
Hey, come on, Jackrabbit.
No outs.
Hold on.
Looks like we got number 6 for the Vipers stepping in. fouled that one straight back into the catcher and ump.
Hey, outfield! If you get over you, I don't care! Here, ball first, man.
So it looks like they have pulled infielders in a little bit. That was strike 2. So all the outfielders are playing very shallow. So I think we've seen time and time again these little pop-ups. That was strike 3, so that gets our first out. But we've seen these little pop-ups that fall right in that gap in between the infielders and outfielders. So I think to prevent that, we're going to run the risk of running our guys shallow. That one's popped over to Jorge. Again, that ball coming off the turf, wasn't able to come up with it. He couldn't get the force at second, couldn't get the throw at first. So we got bases loaded, 1 out. Not the best position for us to be in.
Everyone's going to you.
Be ready, Kieran, be ready.
Coach just said the ball is coming home. So we are going to do everything we can to prevent another score from coming in. So he gave Kieran a little talking to, make sure he's ready to go. There's a nice strike on the outside corner.
Good pitch, Jack. All right, Jack.
Isaiah! Move it, Isaiah, more! Come on!
Really pulling the outfielders in. I mean, they are literally right on the grass line.
Ready, Kieran?
They are not taking any chances.
Yeah!
Beautiful pitch on the outside again from Jack.
Let's go, Jack!
So we got an 0-2 count. This is the type of ball that gets Jack fired up, so we love to see it. Probably one of the most passionate players. That one gets fouled out.
Let's go, Jack!
Swing and a miss for strike 3. That gets our second out. Jack is fired up. You can tell he is ready to go. Number 18 for the Vipers steps in. He's a bigger kid, so I'm guessing he can probably hit the ball a little bit. So outfielders have moved back out just a little bit, but I would still say they're playing shallow.